There's the front, by the way.
Oh, yes. Looks like we will have some rain. The barometer is absolutely plunging. A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286, Patricia and David. On a rather snotty sort of an evening here, but the boats that we've been following have all got in. Alka, Iron Maiden and Obsession are all where they should be. And we're inside and sheltering from the growing winds down here. The wind at the moment is, where am I? Boy, I've got so many notes here. 15 knots from the north-northwest rising. The barometer is plunging 1006.9, 19 degrees centigrade, which is rather pleasant. 95% cloud cover. It's just breezy. I haven't got very good news to start the show with tonight. We have water music. I'm not sure, the old timers of you out there might know Stephen and Grace. They have been quite a while in the South Pacific, but they are currently crossing between Cocos, Keeling and Mauritius, and they lost their rudder and were unable to do much, so they've had to scuttle their boat. They were picked up by a Chinese ship and are on their way to Asia. But closer to home, I have news that a Gape with Mark and Letitia on board was abandoned today, and they have been picked up by Zipper. Boy, Zipper has had an interesting passage so far, because they have helped out with the ruffian fuel situation, and now they have 2 extra people on board. Mark and Letitia, really sad. Their boat was a Tayana 42. It was scuttled at 29 degrees 22.59 south and 174 degrees 15.19 east. So what a sad way to end their passage south.
That's close to Ruffian.
It is close to Ruffian. Actually, Ruffian, I'll give you their position at the moment. Ruffian are at 2827 and 175 degrees 05 east. They're chugging along on a course of 215, 4.5 knots. They're actually close to exit only. All right, who else is on the internet with me? Camelot is at 2927 south, 17333 east, on a course of 199 true at 5.9 magnetic, 7 knots of wind from 349, or make that north-northwest, say, 40% cloud cover. They've got west-northwest waves up to 2 metres, 10 to 12 second period, and it's a nice rolling swell, says they. I'm sure they would like something a bit different. 1015 plunging. Now, what else? I haven't unfortunately got all myself together tonight because I've been busy doing other things. So master plan will be in as well, and I haven't checked that. So add master plan to the list. They came in earlier. Right, we go right down to Coho, Gulf Harbour Radio. Yeah, actually, it's we've had it quite good lately, haven't we? So, good copy, Gordon, go ahead.
So we've got the motor on, so hopefully that doesn't interfere, but we're at 26 degrees 0 minutes south and 168 degrees 10 minutes east, and we're steering 185 through, 4 knots on the motor, and the wind is 2 knots from the south. And all's well on board, and there's a large cloud bank off to the southeast, so maybe that's the southwest.
That's the front.
Cloud bank.
Yep, the front, which we're going to enjoy later. 26 degrees even south and 16810 east, 185 true, 4 knots motor sailing, with only 2 knots from the south at the moment. All well on board, and noted the the frontal cloud band to the southwest. So you'll be able to watch that until it's dark. So yeah, I think David has sent an email off to you. There's not much wind around, but
Yes,
well,
a little bit to the south.
a little bit to the south. Okay, so they're still heading in that direction. Okay, nothing much more from us at this stage, so we'll talk to you again tomorrow, Gordon.
Okay, thank you. All copies. See you tomorrow.
Did you get my email?
Yep, hopefully you got the email, but if you haven't, it's there. Right, let's go to Alula, Gulf Harbour. Oh, it's not as booming as it has been, but not too bad. Go ahead, Jimmy. And I guess with all that, there's not much wind. What is the wind, over?
Sorry, Patricia, the wind is only about 8 to 10 knots south-southeast. Yes, that.
Okay, we have Alula at 2658 south, 17538 east, 190 true, 3.5 knots, still sailing, a long 2 metre south-southeast swell, 50% cloud cover, 1017, and 8 to 10 from the south-southeast. So, okay, well, you're making getting your money's worth out of this trip, over.
Yes, we're going, so we're happy out here, over.
Well, that's good. So I'll ask you to stay put, you and Gemma, while I talk to Cambria. We'll see if well, I did manage to get them last night, but I had cheated by looking at the AIS, and I haven't done that tonight. So I will call them next. Cambria, Gulf Harbour. Oh, this is going to be very, very difficult tonight. I haven't got much from you at all. Okay, Jimmy, did you hear much from them?
I think I could probably get their location if they go ahead.
Okay, Cambria. It's quite light from you, Robs, but go ahead, over. Jimmy, before you start, I need the position. I've got the course 239. I did not get the speed, but I got everything after that. It's the same as it happened last night. It becomes clearer as he talks. So if you could give me the position and speed, please, Jimmy.
Patricia, the speed was 6 knots, but we experienced the same thing. He gets very much clearer the more he chats, and I don't have the Latin long, over.
Okay, sorry, Rob, we doubled with you. We need the position again. We've got the rest of it. So if you could give your latitude and longitude, that would be good. Over. Okay, I think I'm pretty close. So we have Cambria at 21 degrees 04 south, 160 degrees 33 east, 239 true course, 6 knots. And the wind is 1-3 from the southeast, a 1 to 2 meter southeast swell, 85% cloud cover, and the barometer is 1013. And I was just about to write all is well on board. So a good evening to Charlene as well. Was that reasonably close? Over. Excellent news. All right, thank you for that, and thanks, Jimmy, for listening in as well. So clear with Cambria. Zumax, Gulf Harbour. It's a very noisy frequency tonight, Anna, but I do have copy on you, so go ahead.
Be the television.
It's off.
Oh.
Actually, that turned out to be very clear. We have Zumax still heading east at 05 degrees 16 north, 114 degrees 40 west, on a course of 090 true, 8.5 knots, 20 knots of southerly wind, 2 meter seas, and all is well on board. Wow. One of these days you're going to be able to get on target, but boy, you're doing really, really well. Over. Yeah, excellent. So you're really making progress to the east there. Okay, well, hi to Paolo as well, and we'll talk to you again. I'm still amazed that we are able to copy you so well. Nothing like a aluminium boat, is it? So we'll talk to you tomorrow, Anna. Stay safe. So we'll clear with Zumax. I think that's it. I'm going to pass the microphone to David. We've got a couple of boats that are going to be, well, more than a couple actually, leaving soon, but at this stage here is a bit of a roundup.
Well, folks, I don't know about the roundup. Not much to report today that really wasn't mentioned yesterday. Our Tasman low, 993 millibar, and the center is located just to the west of the South Island at 42 south and 169 east. That's 42 south and 169 east. Now its cold front is presently just about upon us, just about upon the North Island. It extends itself almost to Norfolk Island. Coho is just to the north of it actually, Winds gusting to northwest 40 on the east side of the axis, and well, it's gale force gusts, westerlies on the west side of the axis. It's quite interesting on satellite imagery. Those of you that have access to that, you should take a look. It's well, well, well set up to provide some wind and rain. That's for sure. Now, to contrast this, we have just about zero wind halfway between New Zealand and Fiji on the rum line. I picked a spot of 27 south and 175 east. There are simply no isobars in that area, in a rather large area, I may add. Now this position it really is just about midway between the high to the east and the high to the west. So really nothing is happening right at that point. By lunch tomorrow in that location, there's maybe a few zephyrs are visible from what I could see. We may even see 10 knots at times. And by Thursday lunchtime, the western high has moved or will move east just a wee bit, providing southerly winds to maybe 15 knots at that position that I gave you a few minutes ago. That high is weak, however. The central pressure about 1017 millibar, 1017 millibar. Now by Friday, this high continues to move east, and it will be, I guess I would say, exactly midway between New Zealand and Fiji. And central pressure looks like it's going to be up a bit, 1020 millibar, 1020 millibar. Very light air and a huge patch of ocean. Motor sailing, I would say. So that's about it from me for the next couple of days. For those of you that are stuck out there in the middle, I sympathize with you, but well, you know, it's better than working. So here's the chief.
Okay, thank you for that. We'll catch up with a few of those. We've just got a report in from Mike on Kotanui. He's left from Fiji to go to port resolution. So their position at the moment is 1904 south and 174 about 1.7 east, doing a course of 245 true, speed 7.5 knots. The wind is 10 knots from just north of east, 100% cloud cover. They've got two swells, 1.5 metre from the southeast and a 1.5 metre from the south. So thanks for that. And I've also got in a bit more information about a gate. Peter Mott has just emailed me to say that they had a problem with the PSS gland, and they had cleaned and adjusted it after water ingress. They stopped the water ingress, but eventually the engine vibrated itself off the mounts. So it's really tough. Mark considered it too risky to continue with the engine like that, and now, well, they're okay, and that's the main thing. But oh, how sad to lose your boat.
Not the first time with that type of gland.
No, and it's not the first time with that PSS gland, says David. We have actually got a bit of experience with the PSS gland. Okay, is there anybody with anything else for Gulf Harbour Radio? Yes, I do. I thought you'd be in the bar by now. Over.
No, I've got you weak, but hopefully you can hear us. We're just tied up at Opera. I'm waiting for clearance tomorrow, so yeah, we're going to go and shower and do all those sort of things. But thanks for everything, and all is good here. Over.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, I saw you on the AIS. There's quite a busy group at the customs dock there. And yes, you are booming in because you're pretty close to the Kaio antenna I have. So, yep, have a nice restful night. Yep, we'll catch up with you when you get further south. Thanks, Lisa. Clear with Obsession, and is there anybody else?
Hi.
Hello, Barry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to report in that I am on passage now, underway, and I'd like to give you my position, etc. Over.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about you on the way to Wallace. Go ahead.
Okay, current position is 13 degrees 30 minutes south, 172 degrees 05 minutes west. I am doing 6 knots on a course over ground of 310 degrees true. Let's see, the high condition is about 80%. Swell 1 meter. I've got 10, 11 on the bar, and the wind are out of the east. Easterly wind so far. Plan is to go over the top of Savai'i and then turn on course for Wallace. So all is well on board. Beautiful passage. And oh yeah, the winds are 20 knots. 20 knots out of the east. Everything's doing great. Patricia, back to you.
Yeah, sounds good. And for those that are wondering why that's a good wind, he's actually coming from Samoa. So 13 degrees 30 south, 172.05 west, 6 knots on a course of 310 true, 80% cloud cover, 1 meter swell, 1011, and there's an easterly 20 knots. So yeah, Mackay will be enjoying that after being in Samoa for so long.
Good direction for a few days.
Yeah, good. Same direction for a few days. So all good, Barry. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you very much, Trish. Yeah, everything's doing great. And I was going to cut through the apple between the 2 islands, but I just was, everything's doing so great, and I thought I didn't want to upset the apple cart, so I'm just going to keep going. Over.
Yep, roger that. Good idea with the darkness coming on. It's an area that has had some interesting events the last month, hasn't it? Okay, we'll clear with you and have a chat again tomorrow night. Is there anybody else for Gulf Harbour? Oh, hello, Matt and Elizabeth. Rubicon, and I guess you're starting to think about the passage south as well. Over. Yep, roger that. We'll keep in touch. Actually, your signal's not as strong as it usually is. There must be a reason for that. Okay, yep, hi to Elizabeth, and yep, keep in touch. There's plenty of time left over the next 4 weeks, isn't there? All right, good to hear from you. Okay, I think, is there anybody wanting to do a radio check? I know there was one boat in Tongatapu. Is there anybody wanting to do a radio check? Please call. Nothing heard. I might have to ask that in French. I'll have to work that one out. We have a French boat, Michelle, and we'll be hearing from them because their email doesn't work. Okay, folks, this is Gulf Harbour Radio. We will be back again tomorrow night, of course, after what is appearing to be here a rather snotty day tomorrow. So we'll be doing a lot of inside things catching up, which is not helping my get the garden ready. Cheers, everybody. If anyone wants the frequency, it's all yours. Bye.